Welcome to FeedNet Teachings. Today's agenda will try to discuss about the how to start basic Python, how to do the basic syntax in Python, how to do the commenting in this Python, and we'll discuss some of the variables, and if possible we'll try to discuss about the data types in Python. Like Python syntax, Python variables, Python data types. And how we need to comment if I want to comment some code, if I want to give a documentation to anyone, I want to provide certain documentation on my code. So what is the way to comment or to provide the documentation? Let's see today's agenda. So these are the four topics which we want to discuss. Python syntax and Python comments and Python variables. So let's start. So in our previous video, please watch like how to install the Jupyter Notebook and before to that one we also explained about the how to install Python. So first we need to complete that videos, then only you will get this Jupyter Notebook whatever you are able to see on my screen. This is a Jupyter Notebook where we are doing all the exercise Python exercise on it. So let's start. So basically if I want to check like what is my Python version, so in my command prompt, I can just type Python hyphen version. So I'll get I'm using 3.8.2 in my system. And if I want to write a code, a quick code, like on whether my Python is printing properly or not. If I do want to run certain file. So for example, if in my system already this file is there, then I can run the system by this syntax python space hello hold.py file. Whatever the file will write in text editors, like I need to save in .py extension, then only I can run by this method. Or else, like if you want to directly print hello world, I can in the interactive session, I can directly run print. So I'll say Python. This is my interactive mode of Python environment shell. So here I can directly print hello world. I can do arithmetic operations like a equal to 10. This topic we already discussed, just I want to revise the topic one more time. And b equal to 10, I can do arithmetical operations in my Python environment shell. But only disadvantage is that whenever I quit from this environment shell, whatever the data be stored or defined or created the objects that will be erased from the memory. So due to that one, we'll try to plan to write the code in editor files or in some kind of IDE tools. So like editor tools are like Notepad++ and VM editors in the Linux, and you can see Jupyter Notebook which we are using right now, and the people can use the IDE tools like PyCharm. There are so many IDE tools. So according to the user convenient way, like they can go in their own direction. They can use Visual Studio. Some people will use their own comfortable zone IDE tools. So they can use it. So right now we'll cross check so we already verified that command line approach, and we started that Python code how we can execute that one. Now we'll check like the syntax, the format. This one, first one, Python syntax. How should be my syntax should be there in my Python language. So for that one, if I'm writing certain condition for phi greater than 2, so I need to end with colon, whatever the condition. Then it should need to maintain the indentation space, which is very important and key role will play in my Python whenever I'm writing certain conditions. So print phi is greater than 2. So if my phi is greater than 2, then I'll say phi is greater than 2. Or like if I want to write one more condition, one more block of statement, then I need to use one more condition. Like in the same condition, I can say else statement print phi is not greater than 2, or else if I want to declare x and y values before to this statement, x equal to input, like we are taking from the keyboard, and I'm saying we'll discuss about this one in detail in our upcoming session. No need to worry. Enter the value, enter the x value, and enter the y value. So whatever the input we are giving from the keyboard, it will take and it will convert into the integer. So we'll discuss about the data conversion, like how we are doing that from end like a string to integer. That we'll discuss in later upcoming sessions in more detail. As of now, just remember that we are just discussing about the syntax. Now I don't want to give the numbers, I want to give the variable names which we created. X greater than, so I'll say that the value x value is greater than y value. Okay, so I can also say x greater than y, or else I can do in this way. Okay, right, or else y value is not greater than, sorry, x value is not greater than y. So my Jupyter notebook will ask me what is the x value. I'll give around 4, and I'll give 6. So enter the value, x I given 4 and y value I given 6, then I'm saying that x value is not greater than y, because y value is greater than x, right? So we will rerun this one again. Now this time I'm giving 6 x value and y value is 2. You can see now x value is greater than y, 6 is greater than 2, right? This is the basic syntax which we need to maintain. For each block, we need to maintain the indentation space. Whenever I'm closing this particular if condition, I need to reduce the indentation space. So my block will end here. Then my else block will start. This is like one kind of a statement, like a syntax which we just covered. So we'll try to cover up like second thing, like Python comments. So we'll check what Python comments we can give and what way we can